recap on this week's successful trade. Now, granted, I want to start doing these videos a lot more just to show you my mindset pre, during, and post a trade, whether it's win, lose, or break even for that matter. And in today's video, I just want to share with you exactly what my thought process was behind this trade within 5 minutes or less, just so that maybe you can take some pieces of it and add it to your trading plan and maybe become more profitable or more consistent. So hopefully you got a pen and pad and I'm gonna try to run straight through it and exactly show you how this trade went about. So the trade was Gbpnzd, and it's one of the pairs that I like to trade outside of GU and EU. So this is my kind of like my third string, or my kind of like my backup pair if I'm not really a fan of GU and EU's price action. I usually jump to this cross pair that I absolutely love the price action on, and I just love how the market structure forms. So when I start my top-down analysis is I always start with the monthly, and I go down to the weekly, daily, 4-hour, hourly, and then I take my entries on the 15 5-minute chart. Okay, so here when I'm looking at the monthly, I'm just looking at the institutional order flow. I'm looking to see where prices most likely are, where they're trying to reach up to next. The monthly time frame is obviously a lot slower than the intraday charts, but if you keep a higher time frame perspective in all of your trades, no matter what your trading model is, but as a day trader, as a scalper, a short-term trader, you want to keep the higher time frame in mind at all times, because it's always in play no matter what. Okay, and so with this, I already can see that we are we're in a bullish order flow. It's quite evident. We got low, higher, a high, lower high. A higher low, higher high, and so forth, right? And so you see that structure just forming on the monthly, and you can see that we are reaching up to potential. We have an order block here on the monthly time frame. For a pair like GN, that's very doable in a week or two. So then I go down to the weekly chart. Before I throw lipstick on it, I just kind of want you to see the bare naked chart, and I could probably annotate a little bit better than that. So what I see here on the weekly chart, I'm just refining what I saw on the monthly. Okay, I can see we're in an area where there is a bearish order block here. Okay, and we see that price came 1, 2, 3 times, and that's where we are currently in this particular time that I traded this. Okay, and so I'm really trying to get like an idea of what my bias should be, and so here I see that we're here at this crucial level, but my eyes immediately goes to this swing high, and I'm looking at that point of origin to where this down move started. So I'm thinking in my head, this is where the market makers are going to kind of try to come and take liquidity next. Okay, because we came to this order block 1, 2, 3 times, so I'll be looking for us to go there next. And then here on the daily chart is when we come down, and I'll add the lipstick on it. And so what I can see here is we're just bullish order flow. Let me take that off again. And so what I can see is I can see a recent swing low forming. Now someone else may be looking at this and see the swing high forming. I'm looking at the swing low mainly because I know we're at that order block, and I have a sense that we're going to come for that previous day's high. Okay, and so I'm at this point on the daily time frame, I am bullish. Okay, so now I just need to see a setup on the lower time frames to frame this trade. Okay, and so if I bring the lipstick back, okay, so I see the next drawing liquidity here could potentially be here, but I'm not ruling out the possibility of us flipping completely bearish and going attack these lows here and going to attack the liquidity, the sell side liquidity down there. Okay, but just based off of what the overall strength is, I'm a trend trader typically, and I like to trade with the trend and not against it. So we come down here to the 4-hour time frame. Okay, and this is where I get like a really good idea of market structure, and it's beautiful. I can see it. I see relative equal highs here. So that's also buy side liquidity. I saw that we purged this buy side liquidity here, and we essentially left buy side liquidity here. So I'm thinking we may want to draw back up there, just based off of just what we did in the previous days. Okay, so I see that we came here, we purged. Now granted, this is setting up for potentially a reversal to go down, but I saw that we still had a potential intermediate short-term high that we may want to be attacking. Okay, and so when I go here to the hourly chart, I'm looking at where price can move to potentially next. Okay, and so this move right here, I'm thinking this is just most likely a retracement to go back up, to come back down. Okay, so my thought process was, I saw the Asian range. Okay, and if we go down to the, let's see, so I saw that 4-hour order block there, and I saw the mean threshold. I saw the sell side liquidity that we had resting here. I knew that if we broke this Asian low, it will come down to the sell side liquidity, and I was anticipating us coming, grab that, sweeping it. My initial anticipation was we would sweep it for about 10 to 20 pips, like an ICT classic turtle soup, and then I can take it, further down there. But as I saw price start to move up, I just anticipated that we would be going down. And so my initial entry actually was, once I saw this last down candle and this bull candle go up, I just anticipated price coming back down into this order block, and I took it on this candle, and I wrote it back up. I even had it marked out to take a second position, which it didn't. My buy limit did not get filled. It missed it like to the pip, but we wrote it all the way up, and I'm still in this trade, but I took off about 80%. Okay, I took off about 80%. I am at break even now, so it would have to completely retrace all the way back to my entry, but we're hoping that it flips and it hits our target. But that's pretty much the classic power of 3. If you don't know what the power of 3 is, I'll put a link in the description for ICT's YouTube to go over that in greater depths. But essentially what the power of 3 is, you're looking at where price opens up at, where it manipulates, and where it distributes, and what you're trying to do is trade that manipulation. Okay, so for instance, for this particular trade, I saw price open up. I saw price open, and I want to see where they were taking it first. Usually where they're going to take it first is what we consider the Judas swing, or what ICT would consider the Judas swing, right? And so I saw them take price down right during London and into like the early part of the New York session. They took price all the way down. It came to that sell side liquidity, and so once I saw that, I knew that this area here was my manipulation. Okay, knew that was my manipulation. I knew that this was my accumulation phase. And then I knew that we would have to come up. And so my thought process on this right now is to attack that previous high, and we probably come back down, close here. Oh. So that's my thought process. So so this is this area. Here's the distribution. All right. So you see price opens up, right? It opens up at midnight. What did it do? What did price do at midnight? So price opened up at midnight right here, right? Price opened and it gyrated, it went above, but I was patiently waiting because my bias was bullish. I was waiting to see them take price below. They did take price below right during the New York session. Once I saw that order block happen, I anticipated and I took that entry, and we rode it all the way up for, let's see, yeah, 100 pips. So I hit my weekly target. My weekly target is always 100 pips. So if it does hit this next draw on liquidity, great. If not, I'm totally fine. I closed 80% of my position, but we can get into risk management in another video. I wanted to make this short, sweet, and to the point, and just show you my thought process on the trade that I took here today on the 15th, June 15th, 2021. And we caught this trade live on my live stream. So if you haven't tapped into the live stream, I encourage you, tap into the live stream. 1000% transparent. We're gonna show wins, losses, break evens. We're gonna call out the trades before, during, and after, and review everything. So I just wanted to recap. I want to start recapping every trade that we take on the live stream, just so that we can kind of, if I miss something during the live stream, you kind of catch it, and I can give it a little bit more thought afterwards. Because live and in person, sometimes I can go quiet because I'm just kind of locked into my mode. But if you haven't tapped in, tap into the live stream. It's packed with value. We want to grow the community, man. Get things popping. And yeah, I appreciate you guys. And any comments, questions, concerns, drop them in the comment section, and we'll be on the lookout. Holla.